video for y'all. And I'm not gonna be as late or as tardy as I usually am because I know I'm supposed to do this video, but I had to make sure I do this for y'all. I finally got my little equipment back up to date. As you can tell, like my quality probably is a lot clearer than it's been in the last week or so. Maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. But I appreciate y'all for being patient with me on that. And I got the video that I was gonna do later on tonight at 11, but I might do it a little bit earlier. So y'all stay tuned for that. Cause since I got my new stuff in, I can do videos, my regular videos. So if y'all ready for a bonus video, all I can ask y'all to do is support this video. Make sure you like, and I will have plenty of stuff coming for y'all today. And this video is going to be called A Real Scorpio Man, the Player, because, a lot of people have a lot of different, things they say about the Scorpio man. A lot of people have a lot of stereotypes. A Scorpio might have a certain reputation. So this video is probably going to be like a very anticipated video for some of you, but it's not really what people might think it is. We not who people think we are, may seem. So I'm gonna try to break it down with this video. And y'all know, and for you that's looking for me to expose us as Scorpio in some type of way, and this is not that type of video. So don't expect me to be putting trying to bash us or put our stuff out there. But this is to break it down and make you understand, and hopefully it help you understand your Scorpio or your relationship, or it could be anybody that you know. So I appreciate all the love, and I'll make sure I will break this one down, and I got another one coming for y'all. What's going on, Natural Esther? What's going on? What's going on, Sky Leatherhook? My favorite. It's a couple of you. I love y'all. I love all my OG moderators. Hey, Glow Girl, what's going on? Where you from, Glow Girl? I really appreciate you coming in. And this is gonna be this is one that I came up with because a lot of people, a lot of women might have a certain mindset or a certain way of thinking about us, because of a certain reputation or maybe a Scorpio they had dealt with or whatever. But I'm gonna help break this down for y'all. One thing about us is, it's categories of Scorpio man, and I'm gonna break it down for you because you got the first level, which is, a lot of times I call the earlier stages, which can be an ego or it can be a lizard level. It depends on how immature or how mature that Scorpio man is. And a lot of particular Scorpios, you have extremes. Just like anything, you're gonna see the extremes in this man. You got the ones that might have 8, 9 kids. Then you might have the ones that might have no children. You might have the ones that never been married. You might have the ones that still have children by different women that never been married. But you have the Scorpio men that been with different women and been with different kinds of women, and they never seen that really settle down. Some of them can be even in their late 40s. Some of them can be in their 50s and never really had a real marriage, or even if they had a marriage, they don't really take the time to really seem to settle down after that marriage. Especially if it goes bad, you don't really see that Scorpio man really rush into being a real serious relationship after that. He could be, it don't matter how old he is, he could be in his 50s. He'll be like that type of old man that put on the multicolored rainbow suits and go out and go out dancing. Like he's living older. I can say one thing, an older Scorpio is definitely a different type of individuals too. But he's not that individual that just do this just to do this. He's not just necessarily trying to be a player. So with this video, I'm gonna try to break that down for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy this, and I hope y'all anticipating it. Because one thing, you'll see a Scorpio be with different women, because even if a person might look at me, they be like, wow, God body, you've been in different relationships, but you never been married. It makes y'all look like players. It makes you look like you're not really trying to be serious. It makes it look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But it's not because he's, we're necessarily trying to be players, or he's necessarily trying to look like a player. A lot of times you might be with Scorpio man that's been in a relationship for a certain time and never get married, never take it to a certain level. You'll see the ones that's real famous. You'll see them with different women. You never really see them be in a real serious relationship, and it makes it look like we're just players. It makes it look like we're just one dimensional type of man. But a lot of times we are always searching. It's not that he's having some exploration of some type of sexcapade or some type of, just out of this world mind state where he just selfish, just looking for different women, or just looking to be in multiple relationships, or he's looking to fulfill some type of ego. It's never that, because people got to understand that water signs are very different than a lot of other signs, because we are very personal. You know what I'm saying? The thing that we I think that we hold on, whether it's a Cancer man, Cancer woman, Scorpio, whatever, we hold on to history, like with a person. We love building with a person. We like having memories. We like being able to trust you, and stuff like that takes time. Stuff like that is never gained in the short, sporadic time where you bouncing around. You're not gonna find trust like that. You're not gonna find stability like that. So it's not something that a Scorpio man would prefer to do. It's not the way that he's trying to come off as. That's not a life that he really wants. That's why a lot of Scorpio men in their relationships, they become very agitated if things are not going a particular speed, or things are not looking a particular way, because we're always looking for solitude. We're always looking for a woman that we can build with. If you see a Scorpio man bouncing around in different relationships, if you see him never really settling down, it's not really because he doesn't want to. It's because either he doesn't trust a lot of people, or either he had a lot of people betray him, and he doesn't really want to take that time to really invest in people, because he feels like it's going to literally have his heart ripped out. They literally going to try to deteriorate everything that he stands for, everything that he's trying to build. So he builds a wall around himself. He builds a protective barrier around himself. He doesn't mind sharing friendship. He doesn't mind sharing, a connection, but he wants something that has the real thing in it. And if he doesn't find it, he's going to go find it elsewhere. He's going to keep moving. He's not a type of person that literally sits and waits for something. He's not a person that literally tries to build something that doesn't exist. He's the type of individual that'll keep moving. He's not a person that's going to really care about how it looks on the outside or how other people see it, because as far as, and I'm not saying like this because I'm a lot more, a lot older than certain Scorpios. Not like I'm older than every Scorpio, but it's like I'm able to look at a lot of stuff from the outside looking in as an older, individual now, because I wasn't like this at first. So I'm gonna try to help y'all break. I feel crazy. Like, people don't understand how, I understand why certain people shy away from videos and stuff like that, but it's literally got to be your call, and it's literally got to be something you do, because it is very, it's very in the moment, and you really got to have something to really put out. So I'm really gonna try to break this down. Like, we don't want to be in something that another person doesn't want to be in. We don't want to be in something that we have to force ourselves and make another person miserable. We don't want to do that. We don't. He never wants to be a person that yearns for a person that comes off like a certain sap. He's always going to, in a certain way, in a certain mindset. He's always trying to, he never wants to be a liability. He never wants to be a person that's begging for love. He's never the type of individual that feels like he has to come to you with an empty plate of love, so to say. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't never want to be to a point where he's literally yearning for one individual, not because he's trying to be conniving, not because he's trying to be ruthless, but he's not trying to seem like the pitiful guy. He rather have different individuals to bounce around to if he feels like he's doesn't fit in the picture, whether it's your life, whether it's your career, whether it's something you have going on. If he doesn't feel like he fits in the picture, or if he feels like you two don't really fit in the picture, he will keep moving on. He won't. We don't really. People think that we like. A lot of people think that we are like fire signs where we bounce around with no care in the world, no real discernment of who we're dealing with, or nothing like that. But no matter how crazy the character of the woman is, because a lot of people say we be around a lot of crazy, wild, different women. women with very eccentric, I'm not gonna say wild, but I'm gonna say very eccentric personalities of women. But it's not that he's looking for some type of Olympic, gymnastic type of woman. Even though we like those type of women, we like the cheerleader, we like the beach body type of woman, we like the fun and adventurous type of woman. He likes a person that it don't matter how she looks as far as our physical, how as other people will see her. A Scorpio will be with certain women because of the trust, because he feels a certain safety with her. He feels a a deep connection of somebody he could potentially find somebody like that. But he sees a piece of something that he really wants. Whether none of us are perfect. He's not looking for the perfect woman, but he always sees a deep connection in any woman he ever connects with. He doesn't care about who else sees it. He doesn't care about how his brother looks at it. He doesn't care about how his best friend looks at it. It's something always personal with every person that he connects with. Whether you think he's just playing around, whether he's just immature, whether he's just bouncing from woman to woman, whether he just have certain insecurities about trust and relationships, he always sees a deep piece of a person. Anybody that we around, we can't be around you if we don't trust you. We can't be around you if you're not loyal. You could be the most wildest, most eccentric, most craziest acting type of individual as far as how other people will look at you on a social scene, as far as the social world is exists. But as far as we know you on a personal level. Any woman that he's with is going to have a personal connection to him. It's no woman that he'll ever lay down with that he can't. It's something that he don't know about her that don't nobody else know. It's something that he knows he can touch in her that nobody else can touch in her. It's something that they know they have, that's connected, that's real. You know what I'm saying? And y'all coming up in here, y'all coming up in here crazy. Why y'all doing me like they must be giving out my notifications a little bit today. So I really appreciate y'all. Let me see who up in here. Y'all coming up in here making me feel so like, why y'all don't come up in here when I do my regular videos? Like I gotta do like crazy videos for y'all to give me some damn love. Come on. Hey, chat on command, on demand. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Miss P. Hey, Rebecca Original. What's going on, BS King? I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm gonna break it down, try to make y'all understand because even people can look at God body, be like, oh, God body. A lot of people, will say, oh, you got all these women on your channel, or you doing this, or you so young and whatever. But we don't see. Always understand this. No matter how young, no matter how flashy, no matter how abundant, how extravagant a Scorpio man may seem, we always live in a world by ourselves. And I'm gonna try to break that down. He always have a sense of deep loneliness. He always have a sense of in his own world. He could be surrounded by 1,000 people. He could be surrounded in a jam-packed club. He could be surrounded in a 5-story mansion with cars, so many cars. They look like a car collection. You know what I'm saying? But he will always feel a sense of loneliness. He will always feel a sense of yearning for a regular life. A Scorpio, he's the type of individual that can have a bunch of women coming at him. He can have abundance of everything coming at him, but he will look at the man across the street with the family and feel a sense of emptiness and feel a sense of like, where am I going with my life? Why do I live like this? Why didn't I take a certain route? Why didn't I do a certain thing to build a certain family? He'll see the realities. We're not the type of individual that live a certain way and don't see certain realities. We yearn for that family. We yearn for that connection, coming home to somebody. And that's a video I'm gonna do for y'all. I was gonna do it today, but I'm not gonna oversaturate y'all today. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna pace myself and let y'all enjoy this one. So y'all make sure y'all like. Let me put my little stuff in. I hope my little quality is a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all always have to get down. You know about me in the quality and stuff. So I want to make sure I had it right for y'all. And thank you for being patient. I'm happy to come in here with y'all, and I'm gonna break down this video. This gonna be a kind of a deep video, but I'm not saying it's gonna be crazy, deep, but it's gonna be pretty serious, because I really appreciate y'all support my videos, and I always want to break down. I want to give y'all something real, a lot more deeper, and that's a lot more intimate. You know, like a lot of times, us as Scorpio man, we feel we will feel a sense of loneliness. So you'll see a Scorpio always keeping his feet moving, so to say. It will always seem like he's bouncing from relationship to relationship. It'll always seem like he's in his own world where he doesn't really want to dedicate his self to or commit to one person, because we don't want something where it doesn't last. You know what I'm saying? We don't want something that is going to fade away. You know what I'm saying? He always wants to feel a sense of passion. He always wants to feel a sense of authentic love and real sexual connection. He never wants to feel like something is missing. You know what I'm saying? And he never wants to feel like he's putting so much weight on one person. A lot of times, a younger Scorpio like me, when I was in my younger 20s, I felt like me being less connected, me being less emotional, me being less passionate, I was doing a woman a favor, because in my mindset, from the way a lot of the old heads taught me, is like you don't show no weakness, you don't show no real connection, you don't give but so much of yourself. Real men don't do that much talking. Real men don't do all that sappy stuff. You keep yourself the same way you came in is the same way you come out. The same way you built, the same stuff you stand on now, be the same stuff you should stand on in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Which is true, but I took it to a more extreme, and a lot of Scorpios will take it more to an extreme, where you don't share yourself, you don't give your whole self in a relationship, because that person can always turn on you. You don't put all your eggs in one basket, because somebody can take your basket and throw it over the bridge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh damn, you just gonna destroy my basket, huh? Or you just gonna crack my egg in my damn basket. What the hell? How the hell I'm gonna make a cheese egg sandwich this morning because you done cracked the eggs? But that's life, you know what I'm saying? But a Scorpio man, he's not a turk. He's not like certain signs. He's not this gambler. He's not this person that guarantees everything. He don't see a person giving them their all. He doesn't see is women out there that really wants to love and really wants to be loved. We don't really see that as a reality a lot of times. Us as Scorpio man, we look at life in more of a black and white. We live, if Scorpio had a city, it would look like Gotham City. If the world was visualized through a Scorpio eye, it would look like Gotham City, because that's how the world looks to us. That's how it comes off to us. So a lot of times he will move like a lone ranger. He will move like a desperado. He will move like an individual that only is living on super borrowed time. He doesn't move like an individual that has 15 lifetimes to span. He's not going to move like a person that has forever in a day to waste time and BS. As soon as somebody shows him a sign of discomfort and not wanting him around, he will disappear like that and move on. As soon as a person say, "Oh, I want to," he don't know no halfway. He will literally cut it off from the root, even if it hurts us, even if it's it could be a beautiful blossoming. We will let it out. Whatever. If you feel like you in a certain way, you might mean it in a more light sense. You know what I'm saying? When you tell that Scorpio certain things, when you go through a certain dispute with a Scorpio as his girlfriend or as his woman, you might see stuff in more of a light sense, but you want to make your voice heard. You want to let him know that you are to be taken seriously. You want to let him know that you're not going to be ran over. But he will take it to another extreme as though you hate him. he will take it to the extreme as though you never loved him whatsoever. So he will move on as though you deeply betrayed him. We don't take stuff in no light sense. We don't take stuff in no as oh, roll off your shoulder. I'm gonna roll it off my shoulder, but it's like when a person does something to me or a person comes off in a certain way, it's like you put a permanent tattoo on yourself, and you just printed it. You almost branded it on yourself, and it was like we can't take that, we can't unsee that no more. We can't really go to a different. We can't really see anything outside of that. You know what's going on? What's going on? Oh yeah, let me put my little stuff in right quick, and y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Godbody um, underscore 2009 on Instagram. I'm so happy to have my little stuff back to normal. I don't know what to do, y'all. I know y'all can see the difference. Let me know if you can see the difference, because I definitely put a lot of effort to make sure things are back to normal. Oh yeah, and this is my link. Make sure y'all show love and donate if you can. I love y'all very much. This is why I do this, because I really appreciate y'all. Y'all show me so much genuine love, and I really, it really means a lot. I had another crazy. I've been making up some crazy. I don't know. Just like somebody told me, I don't know if it's a retrograde or if it's something crazy going on. But hey, Dizzy, and if there's stuff going on in your life that that's just out of the blue and whatever, don't panic. It's like a change. It's just like certain things. It's not a permanence, but it's like we're going through a season. Definitely. Let me see, God body. Y'all make sure y'all show love and donate if you can. You can use my super chat if you want to. I really appreciate y'all. I got a video. I've been making so many videos. I've been writing so much because it's so much ideas and so much great. Hey, Miss Monique, where you from, Miss Monique? Hey, Keisha 912, what's going on? I really appreciate all the love, and I appreciate like when you a teenager, especially when you coming up in like the black community, when you coming up in the streets, are you coming up from any type of background? You could come up from a silver spoon, you could come up from a very wealthy family, but it's like our culture, is like built on being I call it more hyper masculine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about like you taught, get all the girls, you taught to be a player, or you taught to like not really trust women. You taught to really look out for yourself. You taught that you can't trust nobody. You see from growing up. You see how you seeing one dimensional things. The world is such a diverse and such a different place from your city. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's Cleveland, whether it's Oakland, whether it's Houston. You know what I'm saying? But us as young black men, we see stuff in such a one-dimensional box. It makes us like feel a certain way about relationships. He's gonna have a certain view on how he should live his life as an adult man. You know what I'm saying? Or how he should have relationships as an adult man. You know what I'm saying? So that Scorpio, and a lot of times it's gonna have to do on his background. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta break that down too. It definitely has to do with the background. Hey, Lace. Y'all, I see a lot of new people coming up in here today. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Thank you so much, Miss P. I definitely want to make sure. Yes, you've been missing some juicy videos. So if you've been enjoying the videos, I'm gonna let y'all know it's back on. It's back on it like it's supposed to be. So I really appreciate y'all coming in. You know, one thing about me, like I always want to be that type of person that I wanted to. It don't matter what type of situation it was. I just wanted to be able to have my own personal touch with that woman. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be able to have a child with a woman where I could live with, where I could raise the child, where the child could be in the house with both parents, where the child could be in a healthy environment, where a child could be in a like a full unit. You know what I'm saying? A Scorpio, he always wants that, but it's like a lot of the situations you'll see, it's only you only going to see a certain type of Scorpios pushed out, but there are Scorpios that have families. It's Scorpios that really are dedicated to their family. They're always going to be dedicated to their kids, to their children, but at the same time, they will not live a lie through a relationship. They will not live in something that's fabricated. They're not the type of individual that's going to, oh, let's stay together for the kids, or let's try to work it out for the kids, or it will be better for the kids if I work like this. It's a lot of times the Scorpio man will see it as, why be in a place where I will literally be miserable? Why be in a place where I'll be literally be toxic to that child? Why be in a place where I literally will be in arguments every day? And he won't see it as something, he's doing something wrong. You know, hey eccentric, what's going on? Eccentric Rain, what's going on? Let's see. This is my email. A lot of times I never want to be in a place where, it sound weird. So please, like, I'm being very transparent. So don't be super critical of me. Like, I never wanted to be, you know, fat, the fat, you know, Papa, fat Papa Najee with the big old hairy stomach, scratching myself, cussing out the kids, complaining, wearing the construction hat backwards, drinking Coke 45, drinking Coke 45 like it's water. I never wanted to be that type of individual. I didn't want my youth all sucked up. Uh, I'm so busted, I can't get around up. I'm sitting there looking 50 years older than I supposed to look. I'm sitting there pretending to be in a happy relationship that doesn't work. It's just like I didn't want. So we don't want to be that person. We'd rather be the fun bachelor. He's always going to be that the man that is like, I'm gonna try to break this down for y'all because I don't want to confuse y'all. Like, he always going to be that individual that is like a young bachelor. He always going to have the appeal of a bachelor. You know what I'm saying? It's not always necessarily that he's a player, but he's always going to be on point. He's always going to be neat, as though he just hopped out of college, or as though he's very young. He's going to have this very sharp, very shiny appeal, but it's always like being the strongest lion in the jungle. He's not necessarily just trying to pull in all the lioness. He wants to be the king of the jungle. He wants to be the top individual. He wants to be the person that's strong. He wants to be the person that's always on point. So he's always going to be sharp. He's always going to have a certain appeal. He's always going to have a certain attraction from women because of how he keeps up with himself, because of how he carry himself, because of how he does stuff. We don't never want to get to the point where we like become the average relationship guy where I start gaining 200 pounds. I stop having sex like that. I start becoming slouchy and sloppy. I start becoming rude and funny looking. I stop becoming very attractive to my woman because I become a complacent slob. Like Scorpio, he's not going to be that type of individual. He could be in his 50s and be able to outdress the youngest. He can be able to outstyle be able to really think on his toes. He doesn't get complacent. He's still gonna be working out. He's still gonna be in shape. He's still gonna be lifting mad weights. He's still gonna be running track. He's still gonna be swimming. He's still gonna be doing pull-ups. He's still gonna be doing push-ups and sit-ups. He's still gonna keep his abs nice. Not because he's trying to be a player, because he always wants to be on top of his game with whatever he does. He always gonna have a certain attraction to a lot of women because of how he lives his life. We never want to be the boring guy. We never want to be the whatever type guy where he just become just be like, oh, that's my friend husband. That's sloppy. That's that's sloppy dodgy. She been married to him for 10 years. Oh yeah, that fat hairy brown skinned man sitting in the corner. Yeah, she been married to him for 20 years. He just a drunk dreadhead. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be like that boring weirdo average Homer Simpson sloppy married guy. I never wanted to be Peter Griffin. I never wanted to be these cartoonish weirdo. It's funny when I think about it, but it's a reality that people don't really understand. It's like art is making fun of reality because all these people be like, oh, them make cartoons, they funny. Yeah, they funny, okay. They funny, all right, but the part that's not funny is a lot of that stuff is real. They laughing in your face how sloppy us as some American men get when they get married. Like just like Al Bundy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember back in the day Al Bundy and him keeping his hands in his pants and keeping he looking like this. he like he hated, he seemed like he always disgusted. The dog all dusty looking, the kids all ungrateful. He working overtime at a place that he hate. It's just like a Scorpio never wants to be that person. You know what I'm saying? He rather not be in the picture before he be a toxic type of like a representation, or like a just like somebody that's there that definitely has a authority figure that's definitely needed in the picture, but he doesn't want to get too so close in the picture where he becomes this complacent toxic individual. He doesn't want to be in the picture so long that he becomes this boring slouchy this boring slouch of who he was. He doesn't want to become a slouch of who he doesn't want to be a shadow of who he was. A Scorpio we're very extreme in how we see life and how we live life. Like he the type that will fast for like a Scorpio will literally fast and literally do nothing but sit-ups and drink water till he gets himself back into 100%. He is not the type that's going to become this slouchy, boring, over the top. So he's always going to seem like he's bouncing around because he always has we have this youthful thing, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times we're very misunderstood. A lot of times we have so much love to give, but we don't receive it in full. A lot of times a lot of Scorpio men don't really feel completed by too many people. They might see different things and people that in different strengths in people, but it's like we never really get that real full thing. It's like it's always a clause to people's love. It's always a clause in a small print. And the Scorpio, he's always going to be looking at that small print very closely. We look at it with a tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? He looks at relationships with a tooth comb. He's not just slapping through the pages. Even if he seems like he's with multiple women, even if it seems like he's trying to be a player, you got to understand he picks every relationship with a very meticulous tooth comb. He knows everything about every individual that he's with. He has a certain in-depth detail. We learn people very fast. We can have one conversation and have a very deep understanding about who we're dealing with. We can deal with you for a very short period of time and know exactly what type of person you with. You can get mad at certain times that I say, oh, he was being a player. He didn't. No, he just didn't pretend. He didn't pretend to see something that he didn't. He didn't pretend to be in a situation that it wasn't. He walked away before the mayhem came. He will disappear before the BS come. He will break it off before the drama and the disappointments start the fall like hell. That's the start to rain like hell from the damn sky. He just don't pretend to wait for the ship to sink like the Titanic in order to save in order to put the life vest on. He's not trying to look super. He's not trying to look like Superman. He's not trying to look heroic. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come out being the victor. He's going to come out being the man on top. He's going to come out being the last man standing. Let me see. A lot. I'm breaking down. I'm giving y'all some stuff now. So, all my Scorpio men that's in, I don't want to put out. No, they be like, I can't say nothing because she might be in the chat. I can't let her know because I'm a player. I can't let her know I'm a player, God body. I can't comment on that. I'm gonna sit back. I agree with you, but I can't. We can't blow our cover. You know what I'm saying? You like Carmen San Diego. You got to act like a private detective. You got to be incognito. You can't blow your cover, player. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. I ain't trying to be extra or nothing, but y'all know I like to get comfortable and everything. So give me 1 second. Ain't too many. And y'all being kind of quiet right now anyway. So y'all let me know what y'all can comment and all that stuff. I'm gonna definitely see what y'all talking about. So just give me a second, right quick. Y'all know how I am. Hey, a lot of people be like, you get up in the videos and they be talking about me like damn, don't even cartoons have commercials? Don't everybody else have 50 commercials? Don't you watch TV with a bunch of commercials? Don't you watch most internet with a bunch of commercials? Stop acting like you can't wait for me for 5 seconds. You can't wait for me for 2 minutes. Most commercials take at least 5 minutes. Y'all better appreciate me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. See. Now y'all understand. I had to break it down for y'all. You can't don't get mad because I get up sometime. Even cartoons have commercials. Even the news have commercials. Don't give me an intermission break. Give me even actors have water breaks and break rooms and stuff. I'm doing this out of my own home. So I'm trying to I'm trying to get to y'all from on the spot. So sometimes I got to take a little sit down. Sometimes I got to get a little break. So I appreciate y'all for coming in. Thank you for all the love. I don't know how many people up in here, but give me 1 second. I'm trying to. I've been going extra, putting in so much extra work for y'all because I want y'all to really understand. Hey, Destiny, what's going on? Yeah, hey, Natasha, what's going on? I really appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate it. I know y'all appreciate the better the visuals. So true. Every time I see those types of males and female couples, I be thinking that the sex sessions must be short, being in shape maximizes your life experience. Absolutely. Is there any way I can help a Scorpio man overcome luck? Is there a way to help us? It's never. It's like a man. You got to understand. It ain't got nothing to do with that. He never really wants to be that individual. But a lot of them, it's like I could preach this and act like I'm holier than thou and come up with this bullshit ingredient for being a certain way, but I'm not doing that. I'm just telling y'all what it is. You know what I mean? And I see people. I ain't gonna even say nothing about that because I don't want to dwell on negativity. But we always, he's gonna always have a certain sexual intensity. You know what I'm saying? And we always looking for a person that we can connect with. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to find that person to connect with. Some Scorpios it's very hard for them to really connect with a person because he don't really find longevity in relationships. He doesn't really see the real seriousness in a lot of relationships because he thinks it is a waste of time because most people don't love like we love. Most people don't take life as serious as we take it. Most women don't see the real reality and the real and how we really are. You know what I'm saying? So it's we don't try to. He's not. I'm kind of bullshitting around I'm beating around the bush a little bit, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm beating around the bush. So let me be very blunt right now and be very Scorpio, because a lot of us kind of really fumble over shit because we try to put cuts on it. We try to sugar it down. I try to put the powder puff around the edges, but it's not gonna hit home. So I got to really break it down for y'all. Like a Scorpio man, he doesn't really care how he don't give a damn about how it looks to other people, how his lifestyle fits other people's eyes. He doesn't care how gentle his lifestyle falls upon your understanding. He doesn't care about being understood by outside individuals. He doesn't care about being judged and being looked at, being taunted. This is why Scorpios make the worst enemies, because he's the type of person that's almost desensitized to criticisms. He's desensitized to negativity. He's desensitized to pain. So it's like he's not going to really care about how it looks to other people. A Scorpio really has to be an individual that's ready to. He has to be mentally and spiritually ready to mature on his own. Nobody's going to force him to act like he's this ready to be all American dad person. If that's what he wants to be, that's what he's going to be. If he wants to be with different women, that's until he matures, until he understands his energy, until he understands certain pieces of himself. He's not going to do it because it makes somebody else frown up. He's going to literally have to hit some type of brick wall in order for him to learn certain lessons, in order for him to put certain codes in his life, for him to be a certain way. But he's not going to be a certain way because of how somebody else look at it, or how somebody else might like it. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to his own personal intermediate circles, a Scorpio doesn't care how it looks to other people. He's going to be who he is. He's going to talk like he is, and he's going to live like the way he wants to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never wanted to be a type of person that bounced from a relationship, because I did have my periods of time where I was bouncing. I was young. I was bouncing I was bouncing from woman to woman or whatever. But at the same time, I never was like the type that really felt a certain boost out of that most people would think it is. Like, we don't really get that boost that people might think it is. It's like even when he's going through that stage, he's always still looking for somebody that's serious. He's still looking for somebody that he can really connect with. But it's very, very difficult being in this new era that we're living in. It's hard to find a person that loves unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to take a lot of relationships seriously because people don't make it easy to take them seriously. People don't make it easy for you to want to settle down with them. You know what I'm saying? People are very bouncy, but they want you to be still. You can't be bouncing all over the damn place in dysfunction and want that man to be still. Your life can't be bouncing like a damn marble on a damn ball on the damn pool table, but you expect that Scorpio to live like some eligible bachelor that's looking to electric slide down the aisle. He's not gonna be looking to jump the broom if the things that you shown him and the things that y'all experience haven't shown any real maturity. If it doesn't show any real love, if it doesn't show any real visual of any logic, he's not going to color it pink. He's not going to put little sprinkles on it and say, "Oh, this is a beautiful thing. It's blossoming. It's blossoming." You know how the men I'm happy. Everything good, man. Everything. You ask the married man, everything good. I ain't had sex in about 10 years, but everything good. Take your time getting married. You know how they take your time getting married, young boy. Yeah, I'm happy with my wife. But take your time getting married. He don't know when the last time. I can't even go there. I ain't gonna even go there because I don't want some husband be like, he look at his wife right now like, See, you see, he talking about you right now. You sitting in there, you sitting in there with your fuzzy long socks on and your big baggy sweatpants, and you ain't did your hair in about five days, and you look at you done let it you get dressed to go out here, you get dressed to go out there, but a woman, certain times in relationships, a woman becomes so complacent. She don't call like she don't call like she once did when she get used to you. She don't send the sexy pictures no more. You don't turn her on like you used to no more. Your words don't hit and sink in like they do no more. Why would I want to be in something that I'm not appreciated in? Why would I stay in something that if she doesn't feel a sexual connection to me, why would I wait for somebody else to take that place? Why would I pretend to be in something that she's not ready for herself? You know what I'm saying? He's not the type that's going to pretend to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's not the type that's going to he's not going to play this Mr. Rogers type character ever in his life. He's not going to be the most hated person until you can hate his guts until you die, and he will live the life that he wants to with the abundance of smiling, with the abundance of happiness, with the abundance of passion. Because anything he does it with all his heart. Anything that he lives with all his heart. He doesn't play facades. He's not gonna play a character in some type of goody two shoe type of novel. We don't live like that. We don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't put on this sitcom type of individual. You know what I mean? People don't say. Let me see. I'm giving y'all. I'll give y'all a good video real quick too. But to me it's like it's to me it's nothing wrong with being sexual destiny. It's nothing wrong with being passionate. It's like that we're sexual beings. We were created by sex. We are this is a sexual experience. But it's a thing about self control. Like I had to learn like about energy. I had to learn about um soul connections because you could bounce. You can be a person that bounce and leave a person in a heartbeat after having the deepest sex ever. You could be a person that leave relationships in a heartbeat, but you got to understand that person is never gonna be the way they came out. If you live like that, that's fine, but you're gonna always have a certain connection with the people. You're never gonna really find solid ground because you have so many soul connections and soul ties in places. Certain people can never get married. They have 5, 6 kids and never been married because they have so many soul ties connected. They have people they adore, are over in love with, that they can't marry that person. They can't give they all to that person because they always want to have a certain connection to that individual. Most people they run into their twin flames and think they can move on. Most people they think they can bounce and move casually on. It just don't happen like that. It's not going to happen like people have it figured out in their head. And a lot of people have this very unrealistic way of living. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way. A lot of people got to learn over time. I learned because I realized, like, why would you build with somebody? You can't trust somebody when you keep bouncing from place to place. You can't build that trust. You can't build that home. You can't build that foundation. You can't build that solitude like grandmama and daddy built. You can't build that. You can't have that relation. It's the way if you live it in a 2022 mind state, you're not going to have the 1990 relation. It's different times in different places, of course, but certain things remain the same. But you have to want that. You have to want those essentials. If you want to bounce around, if you want to live unrealistically, if you want everything your way, you're never going to find that person. You're never going to find that individual. You're going to always be bouncing from person to person because you have to admit. But if you were that type of person, just to me, I just say admit that you. It don't matter if you got kids. It don't matter if you don't got kids. Like admit that you're selfish. Admit that you're only looking for temporary um, attraction. Admit that you're only looking for a sexual connection. Admit that you're only looking for the excitement. It makes things easier. You make things a lot better on yourself. You make things a lot better on your partner. Don't try to pretend and live a role that you can't live up to. Don't try to play a housewife when you still ready to swing from the stripper pole. You're living a fantasy. You're living a facade. You can't put the suit on and act like an American dad when you haven't found y'all haven't even spent more than a couple of weeks out of a month together. Y'all haven't spent more than a certain intimate time together. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what nobody say. A real relationship, it takes full dedication. It takes full passion. You got to want each other. You have to lust over each other to a certain extent. You have to have a passion for each other. You're not gonna have this long lasting relationship with somebody that's unattractive to you. You're not gonna have this long passionate relationship where you're with somebody that doesn't turn you on to a certain extent. You just pretend. You might pretend to go along with that, but that's not the real thing. You have to have that real passion. You have to have that real want. You have to have that real fire in the relationship. And Scorpio, that's what we always want. He's never going to stay in something where the spark is dead. He's never going to stay in something where the electricity is is disconnected. He's never going to be in somewhere where he can't be passionate, he can't be sexual, he can't be exciting, life can't be fun. I can't be in a relationship like that. It has to be fun. It has to be a learning experience. It has to be passionate. It has to be exciting. It has to get me riled up. It has to get me like jumping out the bed, like that type of relationship that you just jump out the bed with both feet, like like yeah, I need that, like a relationship that's regenerating, not a relationship that's draining. I want a relationship that I can build on and build my energy and be high vibrational with and connect, but it has to be the full thing. He's not going to accept a couple of slices out the pie. If it ain't the whole cake, it ain't the whole pie. He's not going to accept a half love. He's not going to accept half of the heart of a woman. He's not going to accept playing third base in a relationship. He's not going to accept playing the background in any relationship. It don't matter if he have 4 kids with that woman. He will never play anything less than the man. He will never play anything less than a leader. He will never play anything less than the head honcho. If he can't be that, if he's not, if it's a tooth and nail for everything that should come naturally, he's not going to try to squeeze a puzzle piece that doesn't fit. Because you try to squeeze a puzzle piece that doesn't fit, you're only wasting your time and you're wasting your energy. Because it's still, even if you get it in there, it still doesn't fit. It's still not going to fit. It's going to look unorthodox and it's going to look awkward. It's going to look forced in, and it's going to mess up the whole picture. Let me see. Let me see. I joined late, but great video and content. Thank you, Destiny. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all really got something out of this. Like for me, like I don't, I can't. A lot of I'm trying to put it in the right way, like so y'all can really understand. Cause this is a deep video. It's deeper than even being a Scorpio. It talks about any man that has that type of situation for real, for real. But I'm trying to break it down from my point of view. And y'all make sure y'all like if y'all haven't liked already. Like anybody will tell you that I don't care whether it's a man or whether it's a woman, you're not gonna feel complete from being with a certain amount of people. You're not gonna feel complete bouncing from person to person. You're not gonna feel complete pretending to be with this person in love, and then next minute you're not gonna ever feel complete. You're never gonna get married. You're never gonna have a functional relationship. You're never gonna have a real person to really love you because you never took love for what it was worth. You never appreciated love for what it was. You know what I mean? You never gave it a shot. You never gave it 100,000%. You can lie to yourself, but the results, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the old people say, the proof is in the pudding. It's like somebody out there gonna appreciate you if you're ready to be loved. Somebody out there is gonna love you if you appreciate it. You probably already have it. You probably already had it, but you didn't appreciate it when it was there. A lot of people don't know how to take it. A lot of people don't know how to understand this. A lot of people don't know how to take that love. A lot of people don't know how to really get the fullness out of our love because they don't appreciate us. So if he doesn't feel appreciated, he will move on to the next woman until he finds that right woman. if he doesn't feel loved and felt like he's being made as though he's the man, as though he's loved and getting all the passion that he's looking for, he's not going to pretend to be in something with a relationship with no pulse. He's not going to pretend to be in a relationship with no excitement and no fun, no sexual connection, no chemistry. We don't like that. We don't like he don't like that lazy relationship stage where you don't text as much because you've been together for a certain time. She becomes lazy and she don't get freaky like she used to. She don't put you first like she used to. She don't get excited about the relationship like she used to. She become boring. She becomes complacent, and she starts becoming unrealistic. You know, a lot of women become unrealistic. You want to play this boring role and become very unpassionate. You lose your passion for the relationship. You lose you because you just get used to it. A lot of people, they want that love, but they don't appreciate it until it's gone. But this is why we stay. We will remain the bachelors. We remain the single man. We remain the unmarried man. You will never say a Scorpio put chains on your neck. You will never say a Scorpio handcuffed you to the bed, and unless you ask to be handcuffed, that's different. You know, that's different. A lot of you like to be handcuffed, but that's something different. You know what I'm saying? If you want that passion, that's different. But I'm talking about he's not going to hold you against your will. He's not going to have you remain in something you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? He will remain the player before he remains a sucker. He will remain by himself before he lives in a situation that's miserable. He will remain by himself and remain a player before he end up being someone's sucker for life. He will remain a player before he ends up in a trapped in a maze that he can't get out of because of decisions he made as a young adult. We make the right we make the right chess moves when we're young because that's when it counts. We don't wait till I had two bad marriages and then start living realistically. A Scorpio, he does that in his 20s. He's already living realistically. You know what I'm saying? He's never going to stay in something that he doesn't want to be in. He's never going to force you to be in something that you don't want to be in. So he'll be with multiple women before he be with one miserable woman, before he be in one unhappy woman, before he be with one complacent woman. He will be with multiple women before he be in in one toxic relationship. It's not going to happen. He's never going to stay in no toxic relationship. He's never going to try to keep an image of this pure guy, of this Boy Scout, just because it makes somebody else feel comfortable. Let me see what you're saying, Miss Chanel. So you be having Miss Child. I don't know why I call you Miss Chanel. As a Scorpio woman dating a Scorpio guy, conversations was great because we understood each other's qualities and jokes too. But those mental tests, and then I realized I don't like what I dish out. Yeah, a lot of people don't like what y'all dish out. A lot of Scorpios get a lot of women mad because he will show you yourself. He will mimic your personality. The stuff you do to piss other people off, he will do it to you. The stuff you do to that you don't realize, even if you don't realize you do it, he will do it to you so repetitively. You will get pissed off with him. You will want to leave him. You don't want to leave him, but you'll leave him because you'll feel like he doesn't care about you. You'll feel like he doesn't love you. He can't do what I do. He can't. Why he doesn't? He doing that to me. He making fun of me. He's always picking. And you do the same thing. You just don't realize it. You're just as neglectful of your relationships as he is, but you just don't realize it. You're just as careless with your actions as he is. You just don't realize it. You're just as sloppy as he is, and you don't realize it. You are two of the kind. Whether you realize or not, you and that Scorpio man are two of a kind. That's how you found each other. That's why y'all fell in love. That's why you ended up having passionate sex with him. Because you two are two peas in a pod. You don't like to look and take accountability for yourself, but you are just like him. You have matched twin qualities in him. Especially if you in one of those relationships with the Scorpio where you're head over heels in love with him and y'all just hit it off right away. You have more in common than him than you would really like to admit. You know, a lot of people have a lot more in common with us than they really like to ever realize. You know, I gave y'all a good joint today, man. I love y'all. You know, make sure you show that love. You know, big kiss. I ain't gonna leave so fast on y'all, but you know, if anybody got anything else to say, you know, if you're new to the channel, let me know. You know, let me know if you've been enjoying all my content. If you're new to the channel, if you're enjoying everything, let me know where you from. I've seen a lot of new people in here. Let me know where y'all coming from, where you from, how everything been going with y'all. Let me know how long you been up here. You've been watching me for 2 days. Let me know you've been up here for 2 days. You've been up here for 4 years. Let me know you've been watching me for 4 years. Cause I love to see my OG viewers. Some of y'all been watching since 2018, man. Some of y'all been watching since 2017. Like, let me know how long y'all been in here. You know, I always like connecting with y'all on a personal level. So, you know, don't ever think I don't want to talk to y'all on a personal level. I see everybody as individuals. So y'all let me know. Let me know what's going on. If y'all want to be quiet and be antisocial, I understand it. But if y'all have anything if y'all don't want anything to say to God Body, you know, make sure y'all follow me at Godbody underscore 2009. I got my little stuff back up and connected. So you know, it's hard to want to connect with a lot of people because it's like people say love and want me to be this and want me to be that in relationships, but it's like, do you really love like I love? Do you really know what that really means? Do you really know what having my affection really means? Do you really know what having my passion? You can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Like the dude said, you can't handle love. Love, you can't handle love. You don't know what it you don't even know you can't even fathom the real deep in depth meaning of it. Most people they don't know how to live it. They talk about it and all that stuff, but they don't live it. They don't give the energy of a real person that knows and lives love. Like we live it. We put effort into it, sweat, blood, and tears, agitation, exhaustion, all that stuff. All that goes in the ingredients of this love thing. All that is included. You know, all that stuff is included. People like to put the flowers in the hearts and stuff like that, but the stress, the exhaustion, all that goes into it. All that is included. If you're not ready for that, then you're not ready for it anyway, because you don't even know what the responsibilities of love is. Most of you don't even know the responsibilities. Y'all don't even know the code of love. Y'all don't have that. Y'all don't understand that. That's why you jump from relationship to relationship. That's why you have fake connections. That's why you don't really know how to hold on to relationships. You don't really know how to hold on to people because you don't really know how to love. You don't really know how to accept love. You don't really know how to define love. So you meet weak people. You marry weak people. You marry fake people. You build relationships with fake people, and you live a fake life. You might even multiply with fake people and have kids with fake people. But that's the things you get when you live and when you dwell with fake individuals. When you don't really accept the ones that really have the best interest for your life. You gonna accept the ones that have the worst outcomes for your life. It's either one or the other. Let me see. Y'all follow me at Godbody underscore 2009. Cause and always remember this, fellas. Always remember this, women or ladies or fellas. If that person was crazy enough to stay in a toxic relationship for 7 years and waste time, if they was crazy enough to be in a relationship for 3 years, 4 years, and be in something that's unhappy, and they want to hold that against you, they want to hold that against you, you take accountability. That's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their issue. That's their decisions they made. That's their problem. They chose toxic people. They had kids with toxic people. They got married to toxic people. That's not your responsibility. That's not your choice to mend their view on life. You're not supposed to fix that. You're not Mr. Fix It. You're not Superman. Live your own life, build your own character. If they know, if they was with a toxic person for 10 years, if they multiply with toxic person multiple times, something ain't connecting. Something in reality doesn't connect with them. Something is very wrong. They can say this, people can say that and use this excuse and that excuse. You something is something in your decision making. It don't connect. Something that you doing is very wrong. Some energy that you throwing out there is very toxic because you're drawing in the wrong people, or either you're doing something that doesn't fit. You know. Hey Shanisha. Hey Shauna. Hey Albria. What's going on? But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I gave y'all a full video. I gave y'all a passionate video. I gave y'all a deep video. You know, I'm gonna be patient with y'all for a couple of seconds because I'm very impatient sometimes. But I'm gonna be patient with y'all. See if y'all got anything to say. But always understand, like a Scorpio, he wants to be a man that has kids. Like we want to have kids with the same woman. I want to be able to build a family, but I want to be loved. I want to be able to give my all with nothing forced, nothing like if I don't want to feel like it's pulling teeth. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be in love and it feels like you're pulling teeth? I feel like you're literally killing yourself to stay in love. You know what I'm saying? Like you want it to be a natural flow. You want to be a more understanding. Both people got to be connected. You can't be with a dysfunctional person with erratic energy, and you try and you're sincere and you're really trying to go somewhere. You're really trying to do something in life. You're really trying to hit goals, but they're bouncing all over the place. It's like an eagle trying to flock with the chickens. That chicken's that chicken pecking. It's all over the damn. It's all over Uncle Ben's farm. The chicken know every damn body on Uncle Ben's farm, but that chicken don't know about no damn mountains. That chicken can't breathe 20 feet in the air. That chicken ain't going 20 feet in the air. That chicken ain't going to the valleys. That chicken ain't going over no mountains. That chicken ain't going through different weather. That chicken is gonna stay on Uncle Ben's farm where it's comfortable, where it feels safe. They will stay in a complacent place and before they go and face the dangers of success, before they face the dangers of living outside a box. They will stay and dwell as chickens before they be an eagle because they're not ready to fly. They want to they want to squawk and peck bird seeds and shit. I'm laughing, but I ain't hardly bullshitting. Like for real though, y'all some of y'all some chicken pecking seed crow buzzard hanging with y'all hang with some of y'all hang with buzzards. Some of y'all hang with some low vibrational goofies. Some of y'all hang with some whack weirdos. Some of y'all funny actors. Some of y'all draw that attention. Y'all make men. Some people make men want to bounce around. Cause why would he stay in a place that he's uncomfortable? Why would he stay in a place that he's pretending to be somebody he's not unless he's weak? Because how somebody else view him. Because it doesn't look good him leaving and walking out and living a lie. It don't work like that. You know. Let me see. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know, Kiss, I'm finally up out of here. Y'all moving slow. Y'all quiet. Y'all too quiet. But I appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all, like, really, to understand. Like, I really trying to give y'all, like, some real deep, in-depth stuff. Like, you know, I don't know how many more I'll do. I don't know how long even I'll be up. I don't know how long I'll really be up here. But, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out all my last videos. And I got a lot more stuff coming up for y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Peace.